Good evening. My name is Dion Sands. I'm a fifth grade scholar at Lakeland Elementary Middle School.
And my name is Dayton Lisbon. I'm a fifth grade scholar at the East Baltimore Achievement Center.
Together, we are happy to serve as your MCs for the evening. We would like to begin thanking Roland Park Country School for hosting the Love Out Loud. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Please join us in a round of applause.
Just say
I got it. We would like to give a special shout out to Ms. Nancy, who not only made sure everything was just right, but also came out to Lakeland My Center and served as a judge during the center-wide competition. Thank you, Ms. Nancy.
And we would like to take a moment to thank tonight's Scholar Poets. It is never an easy feat to speak before an audience full of people, and especially to share your intimate thoughts. For being the courageous, creative scholars that you are, we say thank you.
Now we would like to bring the Executive Director of Baltimore Higher Achievement Center, Ms. Ernst Hodge Williams, to the stage. Ms. Ernst.
So good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 4th annual Love Out Loud Poetry Performance. I cannot tell you how much I have been waiting for this evening, and if you have not been to a Love Out Loud poetry performance, you are in for a real treat. On behalf of Higher Achievement, I would like to thank you for coming out and lending your support to our scholars. Tonight is just one of the many events and challenging performances that our scholars engage in as a part of our year-round after-school and summer academic program. As I stand here tonight and I look out on the audience and at our scholars and our mentors and our parents and our partners, I see that many of you who are out there have been with Higher Achievement 3 and 4 years, and that is a wonderful testament to your belief in higher achievement. So thank you. Higher achievement is grounded in 3 principles. First, talent is everywhere. Second, intellect takes effort. And finally, opportunities matter. Tonight, you will see talent in action. What you will not see is all of the effort that our scholars put into tonight, day in and day out. Each of our scholars, both in the poetry performance and at our centers, spend 600 hours at Higher Achievement on top of the 900 hours they are in school. The time they devote to Higher Achievement pays off. At the end of our 3rd year, 67% of our scholars improved their reading scores by a full letter grade or maintained an A or a B. All right, let's applaud that one. I mean, that's a huge feat. Although I am not done. 63% of our scholars improved their math or maintained an A or a B, and 88% of Higher Achievement scholars improved or maintained perfect attendance. So, effort pays off. And while we are proud of the impact we are having on grades and test scores, attendance, and advancement to top high schools, perhaps what matters most is the quiet and incremental changes that we see every single day as they become more engaged with learning, more focused on their goals, and more confident in themselves. In preparation for tonight, our scholars have been studying the great works and writing of writers and poets. They've been writing their own works on the theme of love. I want you to take a moment and imagine writing about love when you were 11 or 12 or 13, and now think about writing it even now. At any age, this is a challenging topic. At Higher Achievement, we work to offer our scholars a safe environment with opportunities and experiences to ignite their curiosity and ultimately cultivate their courage so that they can think independently and be willing to stand up and express themselves. Tonight, this event shows how fearless our scholars can be, how deeply they feel, and how extensive their understanding of love can be. We call this Love Out Loud a community event because we believe that every single person in this audience, young or old, has a role to play in the life of a child, our children. And that if you engage, and you engage loudly, you will not only impact the life of a child, but you will impact your own life. The next person I would like to call to the stage is someone who is always engaged loudly. Ms. Keisha Graham is the parent of a higher achievement alum. Ms. Keisha is one of those people who you don't forget because of her passion and her fire and her deep commitment to not only her children, but all children. I will never forget Ms. Keisha coming up to me after her daughter's graduation and saying, "Miss Aaron, if you ever need me at all, I will be there. I will advocate, I will testify, I will write letters, whatever you need." I believe in what Higher Achievement did for my daughter, and it gives me great pleasure to invite Ms. Keisha to the stage. Now, while we're waiting for Ms. Keisha, there's a few more things I would like to say. I would like to take a moment to thank tonight's supporters and sponsors. First of all, sponsors for tonight include Brown, Craig & Turner, T. Rowe Price, K.J. Jones Consulting, and Neuberger & Quinn. Can we give them a big round of applause? I'd like to also thank our poet sponsors, who are too many to name, but their names are in the book, so make sure you read that over and give them a round of applause. And this event would not be possible if it would not be for the guests, for our guests, for our volunteers, for our parents. So I'd like to give a big shout out to our mentors, our scholars, our parents, our school partners, our board members. And I promised, and I would not forget, to give a big shout out to Dion and Dayton, our wonderful scholar MCs for tonight. Our young people can teach us so much if we just listen. So I invite you to sit back and listen to our scholars as they love out loud. Now back to our MCs. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Aaron and Ms. Keisha. Now it's time for the stars of the evening, our scholar poets. Over the past several weeks, we have all worked with our mentors, reading poetry, and we have been reading examples of different types of poetry, such as haikus and even limericks.
We have been studying different techniques that make poetry come alive and thinking about what love means to us.
Over 40 scholars submitted original poems of the theme of love. Finalists from each center competed before a panel of judges, and 6 scholars from each center were selected to perform their winning poems this evening. Tonight, these select groups of poets are ready to love out loud by sharing their poems with all of us.
Our first poet scholar is Zipporah Bennett, who will read us her poem, The Definition of Love. And Monica and Monica Medina, who will recite us her poem, Love. Please welcome Zipporah and Monica to the stage.
Love is a masterpiece of competition. When love is hindered, there is a friction. Love plus love equals a heart. Why? A heart is the symbol of love. This is the reason why love even exists. This is the definition of love. Thank you.
Love comes in many forms, from inanimate objects to people who are close. And for me, it's just the same. I love food in almost all shapes. I love books. It makes my creativity expand with every chapter. I love to write. I have my own little stories. And as of now, there are many more things that I love. But this poem isn't about me. It's about love and its many forms. Something as simple as a rose or something as big as expensive gifts. Love is always around us, making our world go round. And even if all else goes away, love will be here to stay forever. And even if all else comes to a stop, and no matter what, there will always be love.
Thank you, Zipporah and Monica. Next, we will have Jawan Wilson will share his poem, Mysterious. He will be followed by Rabia Chaudhry with Friendship. Please join us by welcoming Jawan and Rabia to the stage.
I am dangerous and harmless, found in those with pure hearts, though not those with dark hearts. I am light and the darkness. I am huge yet small. I am joy and sadness, life and death, an angel and a demon. Sadness can't define me, yet joy will fill me. I can scar those who defy me, yet can heal those who accept me. I am the rainbow of the world, the sword of man. No one will or ever understand. I am free of those heartbreaks caused by me, though I can still feel those same feelings seep into me, as if it were a memory, because I feel it inside of me, as if it were a documentary, because I feel it inside. I'm tired of all the lies. Don't nobody know why. I am kindly than the kind. I am never blind. They call me the youth of the nation, though unlike them, I resist temptation. I am your dream. I am your life. This is my story, the story of life. I am love. Please don't hate me, for with hate I fade. Everything starts today. For the quietness of insanity is never a fantasy. Don't laugh at me, for I always will tell my story. No matter how small or how big, I will never snap like a twig. Remember this, I am strong and unwavering. Remember what I am. I am love.
I just realized something. I've been playing a supporting role in the youth show. I need to stop that. I need to do my own thing. I need to take a step back. Can't breathe. Need to catch my breath. I started running, and you just started chasing me again. Why are you saying this stuff? I thought you were supposed to be my friend. Every time I talk about myself, you're like, okay, back to me. And I'm just trying to be friendly. We can't mix. We are like oil and water. And you are just driving me crazy, out of my mind, insane. And I don't know why it has to be this way. I hope you stop talking and listen to me one day.
For our next poets, we have Janiyah Faulkner with Dance Out Loud, followed by Montreal Smith with Love is Like, and Carlos Gonzalez with My Angel. Please join us in welcoming Janiyah, Montreal, and Carlos to the stage.
Hello, dance. My name is Janiyah. I wrote this poem to share my desire. I love you in all different ways. In my school, had you as a teacher, I'll get straight A's. You are like my best friend. I'll love you to the end. Every time I hear music, I just have to find you. I do everything that you do. You are like my favorite color gold, 'cause that is the color of your soul. And that is all I have to say. I hope your mom will let you play today.
Love is hot like the sun. Love is also fun. Love can come in different varieties. Love is in all societies. Love can come in different shapes. Love is sweet like cupcakes. Love is like snow. Love is like music. It can flow. Love make the world come together. Love will always be forever.
Her eyes are like the stars in the sky. Her sweetest smile is what makes me high. Sometimes I wish I could hug her forever until the end of our life be together. Thank God for allowing me to meet this angel who has made my ordinary life so very special. I promise to love you till the end of my life.
Our next poets will be Kaya Johns performing 10 Things, Cameron Norris with Time, and Yasim Gibbons with his poem Love. Please join us by welcoming Kaya, Cameron, and Yasim.
My heart bleeds red blood from my veins, love and beauty of the color of red, killing the people who bled red, to love that killed you inside, that makes extra blood that runs through your body. Killing the pain and agony, living to expect loving pain to come and go, running through the change of their life without anyone truly caring about the people they make bleed in the inside. To have frustration built up, ready to explode, and the emotion is taking over your body. Living, dying, every day. The power of love that killed you inside. Seeing the little black bodies gushing blood splatters on the walls. Living with the negative reason of love and hate. And the innocent bodies just lying on the ground. You start dying inside. Your self-esteem is falling. Your confidence is falling. And all you can do is shake your head and say goodbye. Hell will freeze over your heart if you just don't try. Don't be mad. Be glad. Do you. Don't explore the expected thing of love.
Time is just a number to you, it may seem, but for me it is more than that, it is a waiting game. Time stands still to you, my friend, but for me it is a wait and see. Time may be at a standstill for you, but for me it is a prize waiting to be seen. Time, what is it you may ask? Well, let me tell you, it is a fairy tale for me, so look through my eyes and see the way I tell time.
Love is good, that's all you need. Dancing to people, that's all you can see. Pick only one person that's really, really special, because in the end, love is all you need.
Pain that kills me from the inside, to love in too many ways, trying to expect love and agony to come and go. Killing and dying is in my mind. I just can't imagine the things that people call love. I keep asking myself, why this and why me? Can you understand? Because I don't. So if you are thinking, just stop and feel it. If you are hurting inside, just let it go. Because I can't deal with another broken heart. Why? Because I had a couple of those, and that just didn't work out. So open your eyes and realize a couple of highlights of life. Killing the heart is just unfair for the inside. So love, never hate. Keep calm and be free. Try to see love from another perspective. Don't see love like me.
Thank you, Kaya, Cameron, and Yassine. Our next scholars will be Shadeja Brooks with Pain, Davina Lindsay with Love or a Puzzle Box, and Donna Lindsay with The Light of Love. Please join us in welcoming Shadeja, Davina, and Donna to the stage.
Love is a mask, and I'm so unseen to it. Or does it have all of my attention? Is it a melody playing so well until it turns out to be a total hell? Is it a Twizzler the goodness until it's all gone? I don't understand. Is it a puzzle, impossible to put together? I don't comprehend. A human with a sensitive heart has a lot to say, but doesn't know where to start. The heart is fragile, like glass. Be careful, or it just might break into pieces. Your pieces are a puzzle.
Nothing can resist the light of love that overshines from high above. In the deepest depth of the darkest heart, a glimmer remains of the scared spot. When the time is right, a friend will come to reunite the eternal light. And then you'll know without a doubt what life's about and who you are. A child of light sprung from stars. Light expresses your love, and love expresses the beauty, even when it's brand new. Darkness has no light, and no light has no love. Darkness and light should go together and work together to make one big love.
Thank you, Shadeja, Davina, and Donna. And now we will take a brief moment from the poetry for two special performances. Please welcome Miss Erin back to the stage to introduce our first performer.
Thank you, everybody. So I have the privilege of introducing our next guest speaker. Actually, I have two guest speakers. And the next one is Donnell Lee. Donnell Lee is a member of Higher Achievement's first graduating class, which was last year, and he is now a sophomore at Dunbar High School, his top choice high school, and he's now through his halfway point, and he is on the honor roll at Dunbar, which we are thrilled about. Donnell started with Higher Achievement back in the 6th grade. And back then, probably one of the first things that you would notice about Donnell is that he was quiet and that he often spent time to himself. But we know at Higher Achievement that talent is everywhere. And it soon became apparent that Donnell had this amazing gift, love, and talent for telling stories. On most days when he finished all his academic work, you could find him working on his works of art, working on his stories, that came in the form of comics, which he would illustrate and write. One of our staff members, Miss Angel, noticed Donnell's talents and enrolled him in 2 elective courses that allowed him to build his confidence, exercise his gifts, and help to transform him into the quiet leader and became a role model for other scholars. Last year, his last year with Higher Achievement, Donnell was selected to be the scholar poet at Love Out Loud, and he was also selected to be the guest speaker at our graduating class, Green Apples. Tonight, we are lucky to have him here, and he will share a poem with us. But that is not all. I had the opportunity to speak to his family, and I learned that Donnell has brought his quiet leadership to home. He has been a role model for his sisters, both of whom are Higher Achievement scholars. What's more is both of his sisters are tonight's scholar poets, and both have just performed for us. Davina with Love, a Puzzle Box, and Donna with Light of Love. It gives me great pleasure to invite Donnell to the stage, and when Donnell is through, Ms. Keisha will be following Donnell. Thank you.
There once was a man whose name was withheld from all life. And because he had tons of enemies, his life was filled with strife. To him, love was just a word only a fool could say aloud, because his heart was hard as a rock and black as the darkest storm cloud. And just as he was ready to destroy all enemies, a woman came into his life with heartful remedies. She stood up for him in his worst hour. She wasn't intimidating, but her affection made even him cower. He felt a strange feeling. Most said love, but he was opposed. And yet he watched as his shriveled up heart's true power was exposed. She was his hero, his spirit she revived, and made the unknown man truly want to survive. He fallen in love. At first it didn't seem legit, but in the end he surrendered to love, but that was the tough man's secret.
Sorry I was late. I am Keisha Graham. My daughter is Jerry Davis. She was a scholar in 2012 in the 6th grade, or 2010 in the 6th grade. She went on to IND with a full scholarship in the biochemist program. So she's doing very good, and I have to say it was really a part of, it was all IND getting her into IND. It was all the green apple getting her into IND, high achievement. While she was here at High Achievement, in the beginning, when the program came to the school, I was very eager to get her into something that kept her from 4 until 8, Monday through Friday, and fed her dinner. For me, that was the choice. It was an easy choice. But once she became an active member, she was a star. Jerry wrote a poem for the same Love Out Loud night, and it went into a book. She was on Fox 45 News with Aaron, where they asked her questions about the program and how, what she thought of the program. And what she thought of the program was, she had Mr. Rob, Mr. DeRay, Miss Nicole, and all these other wonderful people helping her be the little young lady she is today. Mr. DeRay, the Center Director, who was her director in 2010. Mr. Ray pulled the parents in, like myself, into this circle. I think it was, I'm nervous. The community meeting. The community meeting is what Jerry and the other scholars did. He invited me as a parent and the rest of the parents into this community meeting where the children told us all that they went through. They wrote poems and they talked about their fears. They had a little girl at the time that was having troubles at home, and the community meeting was where she was able to relay that and get help from the scholars and the mentors at the program. As for academics, which is really the biggest thing that Higher Achievement did for my daughter, I was a single parent. She was always home, almost like a latchkey kid. The parents know what that is. And her grades wasn't always up to par. Once she started the program in the 6th grade with Higher Achievement, she went from C's to A, B student, hence IND. Yes. As for me, and I'm just going to speak to the parents off the record, one of the best things about the program was the people that give their time, like Mr. Rob. My daughter, yeah. Mr. Rob, from my point of view, was something completely different than what she was used to. Caucasian man who loved her no matter what. He taught her different things. He took her to a museum. I think he took her to a play, all on a Saturday. All I had to do is bring her to the school. She loved Mr. Rob. You are what makes this program. You are the mentors in the building, caring for the children, like myself, single mom. If it wasn't for you and the other mentors, she wouldn't have had the opportunity that she has today. Her zone school was Forest Park. She's at I&D. That is a huge accomplishment from someone from the area that we come from. And we want to say, the parents, thank you, Mr. Rob, and to all the other mentors. You put all your time and everything into this. We appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, before I leave, because my daughter, yes, my daughter, that star, she wrote a poem. I would like to read it. She read it on the news, so I'm extra proud of my daughter. She's a little Baltimore star. So I'm going to read her poem, and every year, or the older she gets, the more meaning I get out the poem. So for the little kids here, you did a great job, very, very good job. And the older you get, keep your poem, keep your book, and remember what place you were when you wrote it. It's beautiful. Okay, it's called The Joy and Love of Voice. My voice is a part of me I love to hear, a song of joy and song with a strong voice. My voice is a thing of the past. I write a song of my happy days and some sad. I sing with my voice and sometimes I make a crazy voice. My love for my voice is a thing I can't let go. And I sing a song of love when I begin to make a buzz. And when I cry, I pick up a book and I make a song about a sigh. And then I close my eyes and go really high in the sky. I sing a love song for times when I feel like I'ma start to cry. Love for my voice is passionate. It is a part of me. It completes me. It heals me. I sing for my grandma. It brightens her day. For that I say, hey. On the day I pray, my voice is to stay. And my voice, oh, how I love a happy day. I sing of the happy days when Jesus he washed my sins away. A happy day of love for my voice is here. That's my daughter's 6th grade poem. Again, thank you, Miss Erin, for your love and care for me as a parent and my daughter as a child. And from all the parents here that I don't know, but I'm sure I'm speaking for them, we appreciate the Higher Achievement Program. We really do. Thank you.
Thank you, Donnell. Let's give it up one more round of applause. Our second performance is a musical number dedicated to the Scholar Poets for their creativity and hard work. Will the musicians please take stage?
All right, since you guys are so excited, we're going to ask you to stand for this selection. Stand on up.
always call. Everything's stopped, and the thief for love won't last. Baby, you're the one that I love. You're the one that I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that makes you all. You're the one I can always call. When I need you, make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Baby, you're the one that I love. You're the one that I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that makes you all. You're the one I can always call. When I need you, make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Baby, it's you. You're all. You're the one I can always call. I need you, make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top.
Wasn't that great? Let's give them another round of applause. And what you may not know is all of the singers are high achievement staff. Next to join us on the stage will be Tasha Stewart with Poem, and Jada Johnson with You Make Me Love You, and Crystal Randall with Sisters and Best Friends.
How sweet is the rose that unfolds, starting as a seed in between the weeds. How sweet is the rose through the scent of my nose. Wherever the wind blows, it touches my soul. But how sweet is a rose that unfolds. The scent now grows, the sensation in my soul. Now the rose is fully grown, bright and red as can be, holding it ever so gently so the thorns can't hurt me. How sweet is the rose I gave to you when your heart was blue. I gave you this rose to say I love you.
You make me love you because of your style. You make me love you because you have a nice smile. You make me love you because you stare with an adorable glare. You make me love you because of your adorable hair. You make me love you because basketball is your game and I could be a cheerleader chanting your name.
They will always be there for me. I will always be there for them. I love them so much, and I'm sure they love me. We go through everything together. We will always be best friends forever. Sometimes we fight, then get along, but we will always stay strong. We say mean things behind each other's backs, but some things aren't a fact, but we know that. But me, Zopor, Rakayla, Kazaya, and Carmen will have each other's backs. Our final two performances are 8th grade scholars from East Baltimore. Marsha Allen will be performing his poem, Love is the. Yasmin Baldwin will share her poem, Super She. Let's welcome Marsha and Yasmin to the stage.
Love, it's the manipulator that can have you believe it's different things. It could be the key to falling, the key to hurting, the key to being happy, the key to living the way that you want to live. Love, it's a breath of fresh air. Wait, it's a mountain of confusion. Wait, it's a dungeon of hurt. My left hand always told me, the love is gonna come.
I don't know if the fresh air love will or the hurt love will, but I know I've been through both. The word love, it sounds like a soft, healing, hugging, kissing, trusting word. But now I know, never judge the word by its cover. I would say thank you, love, but through these moments of life, I could see you will never be done with me.
She was downsized, horribly criticized, called the worst characteristics of all time. Even through the pain, the suffering, she still managed to rise. She never complained. You'll never hear her sigh. I see her walk through life like she had superpowers. She might get hit, knocked off her feet, but still stand taller than any Eiffel Tower. There she goes once again, super she. She's inaudible, untouchable, but still manages to be invisible. But people walk around her like she's invisible. Forgiving and forgetting, like it's easy. People call it being weak, but it's already how she has her mindset on her life and future that her wisdom comes naturally. And guess what? Super she is me.
Thank you, Marsha and Yasmin. Please join me congratulating all of our Sky Poets on their fantastic performance tonight. With all of tonight's poets, please return to the stage to take a bow. We not done.
We hope tonight has inspired you not to keep love inside, but rather love out loud. On behalf of all higher achievement scholars and our scholar poets, we'd like to thank all higher achievement friends, families, and guests for joining us.
Let's give our scholars one final round of applause.